It's an interesting argument by the great Alvin Plantinga.
So here's how I would lay out the argument. Starting with the definition of knowledge justified true belief, starting with the thought experiment. Suppose I wake up from a nap and I look at the microwave to see what time it is, and it says 12 o'clock. And on that basis of the microwave's reading, I form the belief it's 12 o'clock. But then I notice that it's really hot in the house. I notice there's water under the fridge. And then I look back and see the microwave is actually blinking 12 o'clock. So the question is it 12 o'clock? Well, the answer would have to be, I don't know. Because it could be 12 o'clock, looking clock's still right twice a day. But what this shows is that I now have an undercutting defeater, is what we call in epistemology, that would remove any justification for my belief given the reading of the microwave. So any belief that is now based on the reading of the microwave now has an undercutting defeater for it. With this in mind, if there is no God, and atheism is true, and the only way to explain our existence would be Darwinian evolution via natural selection, then everything that we have being a byproduct of natural selection, that would include not just hands, teeth, nails, that would even include what Plantinga would call our cognitive faculties. So let's just say our brain. So I think we'd all agree that if there's no God, our brains would not be designed to obtain truth.
I have not explored that idea far enough to know whether or not there are any other possibilities.
But as far as just as that statement stands, given there's no designer, our brains wouldn't be designed for anything.
Correct.
So our brains aren't designed to obtain truth. Could care less whether or not your beliefs are true. Natural selection is going to, at best, aim for survival value, not truth value. Whatever causes the organism to adapt to survive. Now, all that being said, now you get to the fact that you can have false beliefs producing adaptive behavior and survival value. So my beliefs don't have to be true. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, so if false beliefs can produce survival value and the brain is a byproduct of this natural selection, then what happens is, just like the microwave illustration, just as we have an undercutting defeater for any belief based on the reading of the microwave, then if there's no God, we now have an undercutting defeater for any belief our brain produces, including the belief there's no God. So if there is no God and your brain tells you that there is no God, and given this undercutting defeater, you now have a belief that you shouldn't trust. And thus, to even answer these questions, and then you wouldn't have knowledge because you would have all justification removed. To even have knowledge, atheism couldn't be true. And thus, if we do have knowledge, then atheism is false, and thus theism is true.